period. Unless there's nothing that could ever convince me they're not. So everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Oh, hey, Barry, hold on, mate. Hold on.
Yeah, that got sprayed in the air is called associated fuel. CO2, global warming.
Yeah, my co-host. Hold on, my co-host wanted to say something. What's up, man?
You gotta view things like this at times. Like, you can't really be surprised with anything that our government decides to do, because our government is beyond fucked and has been and always will be, unless we, for some odd reason, decide to just come up with either a whole new government, which that in itself could just lead to just the same fucking vicious cycle reoccurring if we do that, or just coming up with a whole new system in general.
Well, absolutely. You know what? I mean, if you take the reason that chemtrails is so real.
Well, I mean, look at what they were doing to people in the 50s. Before you do that, I wanted to mention this to Kermit. They were doing experiments in the 50s where they were spraying radioactive material on poor black neighborhoods in Chicago and St. Louis and shit, and there's still lawsuits pending over that issue. I mean, our government isn't incapable of doing something like spraying.
Okay, but they sprayed. That's a conspiracy theory.
That's not a conspiracy theory, bro. That shit actually happened. Like, MK Ultra isn't a conspiracy theory.
Prove that they've done this.
Dude,
I can prove all
that's-
If I go to Google now and
There's some shit that just isn't conspiracy.
If you
exactly
look,
what you said, it will show
if
up.
you look deep enough,
Come up
Yeah.
classified documentation that's released and shit in some places where to look.
It's a fact that they sprayed their own
That
troops as
actually
Agent
like
Orange during
shows
the
like
Vietnam
one of the
War.
plans
That's
that
a fact.
the
That's undisputable
CIA
fact, you know.
wanted
There's
to
so
enact
many
during Vietnam
undisputable facts
and
out
shit
there, but
to
you know what?
pretty
There's
much
an
to start the
incredible
war.
media quadrant,
Like-
incredible.
Like before the war actually like officially started in
But
Vietnam,
listen, you know, I mean, really, realistically,
they
we're looking at a
wanted-
world. It must get people to think it is that, you know, the United States and Canada right now, we are the sickest nations on this planet, bar none. We lead the world in cognitive disorders. We lead the world in Alzheimer's, dementia, ADHD. We lead them all except for cancer. We're number 2 in cancer now, soon to be number 1. Well, our medical system, we're paying 10 times as much as the next closest country in the world, and we're the sickest countries in the world. So what we're seeing in our society right now is an attack on our health, and it's all part of the same agenda.
Turkey started to fucking credit us.
Well, no, I'm not. That's why I choose to do things with an open mind.
Do the fucking Muslim
propaganda.
Where are you, Kermit?
Netherlands.
Yeah, well, you know what's going on with the problems over there with the Muslims. It's all through Europe. Europe's coming apart right now at the seams.
Bomb one
What's going on in our oceans? Our oceans are dying.
killing both
Tens of millions of
civilians.
dead fish flooding all over the world right now. Do you think this is wrong with the food chain?
Yeah.
They're doing the same shit in Iraq.
We're screwed.
Yeah,
Screwed. And it's not the humans that are doing it, it's
but
the
you know
banksters. These elites that
fucked
got
our
their little
government
tunnels
is,
built under the
and
ground.
a
They
lot
think
of
they're
that
going to
shit
crawl
is
underground and disappear when all this shit.
Yo, Kermit.
we killed a lot of civilians.
yeah,
We
hold
did
on,
a lot of
guys.
Fucked up shit.
I mean, we
Like,
have, my
really
co-hosts
fucked
have a
up.
point here. We have done some pretty fucked up shit. I mean, name off a few things. You were making an example.
Well, we were just talking about how our military has been killing, like we were killing civilians and shit in Vietnam like crazy, like left and right, and it was fucked up. Like, because some of our military actually enjoyed doing it. Like it was really, really fucked up.
Well, you got to figure what they're doing to stimulate the brains of these military that can enjoy doing something like that, because you take normal people, put them in a war like that, and they want to kill people. What the hell's going on inside
Right.
their brains? And what's influencing?
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's more or less a trauma
Because
cause.
it was like all the cracks and made whatever you're trying to cure, bad.
Right. And plus, one of the scary things about the
It's
Vietnam
intentional.
War was with all the guerrilla warfare and the way they were doing things. Like, we had no way of knowing like who was who most of the time, because like
we're fighting their country in their war.
yeah, we ultimately we were fighting a war that we shouldn't have been involved in at all. We really had no fucking valid reason to be involved at all.
It was all politics, though.
Yeah. Dude,
it's all just fear about the domino effect.
Our government's just trying to be the world's police, is what it is. They want control over everything. They want to police everything.
Well, that's like a lot of governments to an extent. Like Russia has that whole complex too.
Right.
But it's not the governments, guys. It's the banksters. No, there is no such thing as governments. It's banksters that control everything that goes on in our planet.
Well, there's banker interest and then there's governmental interest. But the banker interest is mixed in with the governmental interest. You still got governmental bodies that want to make money, bro.
Yeah, and you also have government interests that just all out want power over the people, and that's not to some extent that's like, corporate and bankers and shit, and to some extent it's just, power, control and shit, I guess. I don't know.
What we have in government is just figurehead.
Kermit's like lighting up fatties like
Just like I said, being played out all over the planet right now. The same agenda, the same shit, just in a different pile. In each country.
Yo, Kermit, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so more to yeah, Chris.
And other things, as far as like our own government willing to experiment and shit like that on its own people, that stuff definitely happens all the time. I mean, fuck. Take for example, there was a study back in what was it, the 50s or the 60s, where in a college campus, the students were split into halves.
Not even a governmental project. That was actually the school itself.
Right.
It was psychology back then. What's it called actually? What's the name of it?
Well, like MKL.
No, that was the LSD one.
Yeah.
It's an experiment.
What was that?
What was the school?
What was that?
I honestly don't remember,
Yeah,
but
that was the name of the school, bro.
Kermit, what are you saying, bro?
I was hearing someone say LSD. I'm like, where?
Oh shit, my bad.
the
Okay,
government
continue.
definitely condoned the action, though. Definitely.
No good acid around here, bro.
The acid I did when I was like 20 years old was, we used to get stuff called Clear Light and Window Pane and chocolate chips, and like a half a hit of chocolate chip acid back then and stuff, you'd be hallucinating for 12 to 14 to 15 hours of solid hallucinations, non-stop. I only did it about 4 times in my life. I didn't like the acid. It was too much of a trip. Today's a lot watered down version of that, apparently.
Yeah, but the weed's gotten a lot better, bro.
Yeah. Acid, you got good.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Really, guys, really take a little time because, I mean, I interview a guy named Dr. David Allen all the time. And he was one of those psychics who was really started understanding how that sickness works, that it causes in the body and how it functions in your brain. You'll understand why when you smoke cannabis, I don't call it marijuana, I hate that word, but when we smoke good herb, how it affects our brain, how it opens up portals in your brain. It actually restores communication in the brain, believe it or not. And if you study this, absolutely. You know what, Kermit? I've been going to tell you guys, like, I mean, I'm lucky enough up here that every year I can go.
It restores communications in the brain, is what you're saying?
It never gets to the stuff like this, but usually the stuff is kind of.
Yeah, Barry, you said cannabis restores.
Make a ton of oil every year, and I consume oil every day of my life. I have been for about 3.5 years now, steady. And what it's done to my brain, I actually feel like my brain's working better all the time.
Yeah, but you're saying it restores communications in the brain, like.
Can someone shut the fuck up, please?
Okay, let Kermit talk. I'll shut up for a minute.
Jesus Christ. Fuck's sake, I can't even come through.
Okay.
I've like not spoken at all, but that's okay. It's really a forum, that's what it's for, but fuck, man, chill out.
But it will give you a proper trip. I sell it sometimes myself.
You guys should be talking anyway.
But yeah. But about weed, yeah. I tried CBD oil because I have arthritis and scoliosis. But I gave it away. Simply because I couldn't stand the fucking taste of it.
Well, that's easy to get around.
Well, I tried to mix it in an energy drink, which is like sweet as fuck. I could still fucking taste it.
You know what you do there with that, Kermit? When you make up oil, you go down to the drugstore and you get yourself some gel caps, and you get a little scale, and you put the gel cap on the scale, and you find out exactly what the gel cap's at. And then you get a syringe, and you take drops of oil. When you get at 25% of a gram, you stop, you put the cap together, and you swallow it, and you'll never taste the oil in your life. That is being done by a lot of people that I'm helping with cancer in this community, because they don't want the taste, but they want to get the oil into their body. Very simple fix for that. But in the same mouthful, I just helped the guy in Prince Rupert here kill throat cancer, and he wanted to ingest it directly down his throat, so it attacked it directly. And in 3 months of using oil, his throat, his cancer is 100% gone. That's about 9 people now in this community that have used oil and killed cancer. So the taste of the oil should not deter you from using it. Simple solution. Like
this is why I have them
That's
on.
badass.
All your problems.
Yeah. Because once you get through the conspiracy
Hooray for
bullshit,
fucking killing cancer.
it's like,
So you're not
he
taking
knows
too
his
much,
shit
so
when
you
it
don't
comes
get
to
buzzed
weed.
out of your tree.
Fuck
But
chemo.
in the same mouthful, if you started taking oil on a regular basis,
Chemo fucks up your insides so bad, dude.
take a gram of
Oh
oil
yeah.
and
Like,
not
what's the
get
point of
addicted to the
radiating
tree,
one part of your
because
body?
the body
I mean, your
does
whole
build
body. You're like
consistency
causing
of
cancer in
THC.
other places,
It's
aren't you?
good to have it in
And shit?
your
I don't
body.
know, but yeah.
You're
Fuck.
causing other shit, like, that's just bad. Pretty much.
Well, just take it in gel cap, buddy. Simple as that.
And you can also risk doing, like, really fucking serious damage doing
Hey,
chemo.
well, you know what? When you start to understand what it does to your body, then you'll understand that putting it into your body is a really good thing. But you have to do a little research. There's on YouTube, just punch in Dr. David Allen.
He's trolling him,
Watch
dude.
some of his videos on the
Barry
sickness
doesn't
system.
even realize it.
Like I said, I've interviewed him probably 5 times now, and
Holy shit.
I
I'm
just had him
fucking
on a
high,
couple
dude.
weeks ago, and he's incredible. How he describes it. Some of these videos, and take some of the information in. It's pretty cool.
Honestly, there's a lot of different fucking flavors out there.
That's only one aspect of the cannabis plant, guys. I get talking about it. I can go for an hour on it. I don't want to start talking about it for an hour, but because I will.
Yeah, continue, man.
There's a lot of different flavors for weed too, not just like one. You don't just have to try that.
Who am I talking to? Who's your co-host there, Fox?
That would be Sam.
Sam.
Well, actually, no. Hold on. Might have to edit that part out. You don't have your real name being used here.
I don't care.
Okay, yeah, his name's Sam.
Okay, Sam.
Yeah.
That's good enough for me. You can be George, you can be Harry. I don't care. I'll call you Sam.
Oogie. It's like me myself. I like fruity weed. It's like I got like a nice bit. It's like pretty fruity, and then my dabs, they're pretty fruity too.
Yeah, well, you can do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Sweet on that. But to me, it's not about the buzz. It really doesn't. Nah. Sure, we all love having a buzz. It's good for the brain. It makes you relax.
Well, it should be pleasing too, like the flavor and whatnot. You don't have to be offensive.
It's
Like,
more the medical. It's more the medical. I love with the plant for. What I see it doing to people, man. I mean, I can post you videos here on YouTube of a cop, RCMP in Ontario here, a guy that persecuted and put people in jail all his life for using cannabis, right? And the guy's got severe Parkinson's to the point where he's shaking, can't hold on to anything. Like his Parkinson's was terrible.
Yeah.
And they went over, and this was documented on film. They took a notary public and a doctor into his house, and a cannabis activist, and they gave him 1.5 grams of oil. Now, of course, he's going to get buzzed.
Yeah.
But you know what? In 1 hour, all his shaking had stopped.
Oh, yeah.
Completely in 1 hour. And this was a man that, at 84 years old, his Parkinson's was so severe that he was in pain. And it's just an amazing. If that doesn't bring tears to your eyes, make you realize what the potential is and why it's being held back from us. It's enough to get your blood boiling, guys. It really is. And then I talk about the industrial use, buddy. I go, hey, how would you like to build a house that doesn't flip and burn? How would you like to do that? And how would you like to build a house today, and 600 years from now, through 20 generations of your family, turn it over to that generation and have the house look like the day you built it today? Exactly. And they go, huh? Well, yeah, hempcrete can do exactly what I just told you it can do. Right now, I just nailed it on the head. I tell you to go look at it. Because if you build houses out of hempcrete, they won't burn. Well, you think about the millions of dollars and the millions of lives and the grief that would be saved, and fire departments would be basically a thing of the past. They'd still be a role, but they wouldn't be going into houses to pull dead bodies out of them. And to me, man, that's just a no-brainer. We could do that in 2 generations on this fucking planet if we wanted to.
It's like Trump alluded to friggin' not stopping like legitimate busts. Like he wants to bust like legitimate growing. Like, like the Obama administration did.
I know. It's just, it's bullshit. You look at what Sessions is saying down there, man. These people are not working in your best interest because Trump isn't a stupid guy. You don't think he knows really deep down in his heart that there's thousands of reports, peer-reviewed studies on the effects of the CBDs and CBLs on cancer? I mean, their own government agencies are now saying that it's a fact that it attacks and kills cancer. Yet you still got them classifying it as a class 1 drug. Because they know if it's brought widespread into our society, it'll put big pharma out of business. It will.
Huh.
And people will be healthy. They don't want that.
Oh, yeah. Well, it makes sense. It's a very profitable drug.
Well, it's not the profit, buddy. It's that if people started using cannabis the way it was designed to be used in our world, it was put on this planet for a reason. If we started using it the way it was designed to be used, like it was for thousands of years up till the early 20s, when it was demonized by Randolph Hearst, and along came Reefer Madness, and along came the word marijuana, which it was never called prior to 1936. Really start doing your history research, and then you'll understand why it was taken away from us. And why.
No, I understand marijuana.
Oh, yeah, Barry. Yeah, we're all stoners here, man.
It's all about money.
It's all about money, man. Yeah.
Well, it's half about money. You gotta be able to maintain.
And that's why big pharmaceuticals are all afraid. Because they know it's better medication.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hey Kermit, my brother, what are you smoking right now, man? By the way, this smoking session was brought to you by Ocelli.com. Like, subscribe, share that shit. Memberships are always appreciated. So Kermit, what are you smoking, bro?
I'm out of fucking other
I got a fucking weed. Oh, that's a bitch, man. That sucks.
Stand by the transporter. It's coming.
Yeah, can't you like 3D print that shit? Nah, you
I'm
know.
gonna sing you some BC Purple Kush.
Yeah.
But I still have like shitload of joints in my ashtray, so I can still load up a bowl with them.
Roaches.
I'm
Roaches.
actually smoking some oil that's about 87% THC right now in my pipe. I put it in my fridge and I freeze it so it's hard, and I take little lumps out and I put it in my pipe. The bud, holy Uxfade Batman. Kazoo!
I smoked hash oil before. That was pretty strong shit.
I've been using ISO now. You know, Rick Simpson taught me how to make oil. Rick Simpson was at my house for a month, and I got to tour British Columbia with the guy, and he taught me how to make oil. And I got a laser thermometer, and I do it really well, and I keep it to certain temperatures. And, I make sure that all my ISO, I use 99.9 to make my oil, but I know when I'm finished, there's maybe a millionth of a trace element of something bad in there, but the oil way outweighs any effects of any possible trace elements left. People still go, well, ISO doesn't work, but it seems to work for me, and it's working for people in this community, so I'll keep using it.
I like that press shit.
So you make the
You find a person with a good press.
I make it adjustable.
Oh, I like that press shit. You find a person with a good press, it comes out dead.
But I don't do it at my house, but
That's the way to go.
For people who are dealing with cancer. I've given it to probably 12 people here in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
I'm not shitting you. It's amazing effect. But it's just not that. It has an effect on every human disorder because of the way this signaling system works in the body. That's what you have to understand, that this is not something that we do for recreation. This is preventative medicine. It will solve
Yeah, Barry, but getting high is pretty fun too, right?
Oh, yeah. I love it. There's nothing better
I stay blazed all day, man.
Hey, buddy. You don't think that when we're out picking mushrooms every year, Fox, we don't have regular every hour, sit down on a log, look at the forest and puff one, and then keep going?
Yeah, man.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. I bet you're smoking like a blimp, dude. I bet you guys have all the buttage to roll the blunts and the shit.
Well, the high time says
it's like a blimp, man.
Me personally, I have to have a couple ounces of shrooms to even trip.
Bitch, please.
No, that's good, man. You ever had a couple ounces of shrooms to the dome?
Wait, best in the world what? Weed or shrooms? Because
both are actually pretty good. Shrooms fuck you up though for a minute, but they're pretty good. I mean, I fucked myself up off of shrooms, but I like weed more.
Those things grow all over the place up here. How much do you want?
Huh?
There's magic mushrooms. There's magic mushrooms growing all over the place up here.
Oh, damn.
What?
Have to get an eighth or two sometime.
Yeah. They're abundant up here, Fox. Abundant. You can go on people's lawns in Kitimat, British Columbia, and pick psychedelic mushrooms. They grow everywhere. I'm not kidding you. So,
that's
there you go.
Let me tell you this. I only have to go next door and ask my fucking neighbor for some shrooms.
There you go. That's pretty close.
Yeah, I don't even have to go into a fucking forest.
Your neighbor sounds cool, Kermit.
Yeah, but the forest is a nice place to go, Kermit.
That's true. But he's supposed to also weed and grow shrooms.
Anyways, our mushroom season is just about to start up here. In about 2 weeks from now, I'll be going in the bush and start to pick.
Tell us about
We do our fiddleheads first. We do fiddleheads, which are baby ferns. We do those first, and then I'll be going into a fire up in Alberta to pick morels for about 6 weeks. Then I come back to terrace and we start doing the chanterelles and the lobsters. And then we go right into pines. We do the pines and then hedgehogs and chicken's feet and everything else that we can do. I can pick 17 or 18 different varieties of mushrooms this year and make money on them. So I won't be around a lot in the summertime, guys. hear me into these kind of
Yeah, you do tend to disappear in the summertime, don't you, Barry? Picking
Yes,
all
I
that
do.
chaga and those psychedelic shrooms and getting fucked up. Nah, man.
I was harvesting.
Party.
I was harvesting chaga. all
Tell
night.
us about that chaga, though. It does have certain healing
Pick up
healing
out of
properties.
That's like
some
Shroom
good
Man.
joints out of my ashtray and put
Shroom
it
Man
on
knows
the
where
wall.
it's at.
Tasting a weed like a motherfucker.
I don't have to walk for that shit whatsoever. I just go over and give them my money and I
my
get
chaga
shit.
here. You guys can have a quick look at it.
Yeah. It has healing properties and antioxidant properties and shit.
Fucked up.
Sounds like a lot of effort.
Well, anybody that's never looked at chaga before, there's a link on it. You can look in the chat there and click on it. It'll tell you what chaga is. I've been using chaga for about 3 years now, and my body feels like it's 40 years old and I'm 62. I got no arthritis left in my body at all. I've been using that and cannabis oil for the last 3 years now, 4 years on cannabis oil, 3 years on chaga, and my body feels better and better all the time. And my brain seems to work better all the time. I haven't been to a doctor now in 3 years. It's all about what you put in your body.
Right now, because I'm pretty sure I fit some good joint outside my fucking ashtray.
There you go.
Yeah, you sound kind of distant, Kermit. What'd you smoke, man?
Well, I think I had some joints with some Jack Harrow. Jesus fuck, I'm stoned.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Man, that was me last night, dog. The only thing keeping me going was the booze, man.
The
So
booze.
these gentlemen been following what's
Holy
going on.
shit, I would have been out, man. I don't know, like, stimulant properties? What were you saying? Barry?
Just wondering, I was just going to ask you, Fox, if you've been following what's going on in Oroville, California.
Yeah, tell us about that, man.
Have you been looking at it? At all,
I've heard it was a dam. The shit kind of went sideways, but then nobody was talking about it for a while, so I figured, okay, everything's okay, right? But you know.
Well, let me tell you something, folks. You're going to hear about it a lot here in the next 3 weeks because it's a potential for a absolute perfect storm right now in California, and the possibility of seeing probably the biggest disaster that we've ever seen is very, very real. Very real. And that's based on the amount of snow that's in Sierra Nevada this year, the weather systems that are coming into California, the capacity of these dams.
Got that Netherlands weed, man, whatever that's all about.
Are at capacity or close to it. And they haven't even yet started to see the effects of the spring runoff. You have higher snowpacks in the Sierras this year than they've recorded in many, many years, up to 640 inches of snow. And that is all.
That's a lot of snow, bro.
Listen, but listen to this. Want to hear the perfect storm? Is that you have this tremendous amount of snow. You have abnormally warm temperatures coming to California for the next 2 weeks. You have a Pineapple Express that's coming off the Pacific that they say is going to dump torrential rains on California.
Illuminati.
And I haven't seen the weather forecast today, but this is based on yesterday's forecast that these Pineapple Expresses are forming in the Pacific and they're going to come to the West Coast. You have that three combinations. You have dams that are almost at capacity. You have water areas below the dam that they already expressed that are saturated.
Barry,
so what we have right now is a perfect storm developing.
Barry, how many people would you say, based on that, would be affected?
Well, if the perfect storm develops the way that, I'll tell you why I'm kind of watching this closely, because I am talking every second day with a gentleman that is second command at the Oroville Dam that is making a lot of the major calls on the repairs and what they're trying to do right now. I won't say his name, but I talk to him every second day, and I'm getting hardcore information from the dam of the potential of what's going to happen when they start to see the runoff, when it really starts to come in, and it starts coming down the mountains. The amount of water that's going to go into these dams is going to probably overwhelm them. Let me put it to you this way, Fox. When they first had the runoff there, the major overrun on the emergency spillway dam about a month ago, the guy that called it when it said that this is going to happen, it predicted about a 4-foot overflow over top of that dam, and that's approximately what they got till it slowed down. He's calling for a possible 13-foot overflow on that spillway if it all comes down the way they figure it's going to might come down. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying I'm studying every aspect of the potential, and I am talking to a frontline guy and getting some very, very good information about it. So just telling people they really got to kind of pay attention. This will affect millions of people, Fox, because what you got to realize that the Orville Dam is, I believe, almost 900 feet from top to bottom. And if that dam ever became compromised, and if it was ever to collapse, you'd have that whole volume of water going down the California basin. If you look at the geography of California, it is a basin. It's surrounded on both sides by mountains. It's about 150 to 200 miles wide at the widest point in the basin, but you're looking at the potential for a volume of water that would basically cover that basin. Could be one of the biggest floods we've ever seen. That's the potential if the main dam was to be compromised. The main spillway, that's the emergency spillway. They used it once. They gave them nothing but problems. They've only removed 740,000 cubic yards. Excuse me, they've got 740,000 left of 1.6 million that they started with. So they've removed about 900,000 cubic yards of material from the below the dam from the first runoff effect they had.
Oh yeah.
And they still have about 700,000 left to go. And now they're going to get, they've opened up the spillway again.
That spoon is
So there's all kinds of shit that's kind of brewing there right now. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying you should look at it for yourself and look at all the mitigating factors and what could possibly happen. And I hope it doesn't happen, Fox. I really do. Because it'll be bad. Sacramento, 2 hours down from the dam. If we have that kind of a wall of water coming down, well, we all know, we all looked at the videos from Japan when they had a 30-foot, a 40-foot tsunami come in,
doing a lot.
the devastation that created. Even a 5 times that size, or even a fraction of that size, or I mean, the potential would be unbelievable. You'd wipe cities right off the map. That's what's going on in the world, guys.
I'm gonna have to delete this live shit. I'm gonna get this shit. Hey, Kermit, are you doing a line right now?
No, I'm cleaning out my bowl.
Oh shit, right. I was like, you're either cutting a line or you're scraping your piece.
No, I don't lines anymore.
Keep that shit away from me, man. Daffy dust is what I call it. You got to be fucking daffy to be doing it.
Yeah.
They shouldn't call it cocaine, Fox. They should call it more. Because it's the only drug in the world that you'll go to the bank at fucking 3 in the morning. I got to step out for 2 seconds here, guys. I got a call coming from Tim Mullen.
Okay, we will see you in a bit, my brother.
No.
Yeah, actually, Kermit, I'm not sure if we're going to have time to get Barry back in. That is pretty much how I wanted that to go. He's now done his thing. Hey, welcome to the show, Sir Kermit the Fapping Frog. How are you doing, brother? And how's the weather? Cold as a bitch up in the Netherlands and shit too, right?
Yeah, it's fucking storming and raining there, and I didn't even went outside today. Yesterday, same shit. Day before that, it was lovely. The sun was shining.
You know, Kermit, I have to give Barry some credit though about the cannabis. He knows his shit when it comes to weed, and holy shit.
Oh yeah, he does.
Oh yeah, no lie. You smoke quite a bit yourself too, right? And you can get it locally in Amsterdam. Are you near Amsterdam or whatever?
No, man, fuck Amsterdam.
Where are you at?
I'm in the south of the Netherlands. Southwest.
Nice. Okay.
No, but really.
You said there was some shit going on, right?
Yeah, we had the elections, like.
And the Denmark or whatever version of Trump lost.
That I don't know.
You had elections? What happened?
Well, yeah, basically, shit. In short. fucking right-wing parties born again. Nothing new there.
So, at least in your part of the world, what would you say is contributing to the rise of nationalism? Where all of these, yeah, what would you say is contributing?
What you mean?
I mean, why would you say like Trump, Brexit, your situation? It seems to be pretty
I'm
recurring
waiting.
theme.
I'm waiting till fucking Brexit happens because I want to get out of the fucking European Union because yeah, it's bullshit. The whole fucking union is bullshit because we're getting control from one place, which isn't even a fucking country. Like it's a Belgium, Brussels. Like the fuck even. Yeah, we have Wilders, which is basically Trump, but that Dutch. And that guy is, yeah. I'm not right winged or left winged. I just like to offend people in general. But
Yeah.
I do have a point of view about Muslims. I know it's a fucking sore subject because I will probably kick everyone against the shins with this. But I don't have anything against Muslims who know how to have respect for people. Like the older generation. But the newer generation Muslims think how they interpret Islam. I don't agree with Islam. I don't agree with any religion because I find religion bullshit. Why believe something what doesn't exist? But yeah, since the whole fucking world throws it on, oh yeah, but he has a beard and is Moroccan or from Afghanistan and he's Muslim, oh, he must be a terrorist. Terrorists are man-made. Same with terrorism, man-made. Religion, man-made. Holy books, man-made.
Exactly.
Like America, we all know this, created ISIS. Same with Al Qaeda got fucking mad because they found out, yeah, ISIS is bullshit. And even Al Qaeda was like, okay, we're gonna stop what we were doing and we're gonna put ourselves now against ISIS. Because we find bullshit. They're taking away our jobs. Simply said. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's basically how it is.
Fighting ISIS. That's a twist.
So you're saying Al Qaeda is fighting ISIS because they perceive ISIS to be a product of the U.S. military?
Yep. And when ISIS
It's pretty much true.
told Muslim women to stop wearing burqas, it was like, okay, that's kind of double standards. First, you want every woman covered because it's Muslim, because it's in the Islam, it's in the Quran. And then they changed their point of view. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, people here in the Netherlands get recruited for that shit. That so-called ISIS. And yeah, well, and Wilders doesn't stop talking about Muslims and like we're very sad Muslimization of countries. It happens here too. I mean, I don't believe in religions, but I don't actually have anything against religions if they are just used in the way they should be. Which is, okay, let's say we have got. But, yes, I'm gonna rip on Christianity and Catholicism and Protestant right now in just one blow. I'm good at that shit. But yeah, like I said, we thank God, the Almighty, who so-called created us to our image. And something what isn't real, but it does give you faith and trust in that things that puts things for you in other perspective. Like it gives you strength
killing
to
this in 12
get
minutes.
through things.
Normally I do
totally
2
fine
hours
with it.
shit, but it didn't
I
work
mean,
out.
believe that
So
fuck you up.
whatever. I can turn it
But
into
don't
a
go out there.
2-hour thing with other shit.
Yeah, here's the
Edit
example.
it in.
Crusade in the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
Was based
Like
on Christianity. Because Don
Yeah, I don't.
Prophet said, yeah,
There was supposed to be like 2 or 3 other people on. And
I know
anyway,
who are Christians.
yeah,
I mean, the Christians
you can
weren't
do a
any
lot
better
with
than
Audacity.
Muslims now.
Oh yeah, Audacity is the shit.
It's a psycho repeating, but other group of people. We've been through this shit already many times before. Yeah, like I said, religion is not made. Why do
Well,
I
of
say
course religion is man-made. Religion was just invented to control people, for the most part. Dude.
Exactly. That's my point. Control people. But, so yeah, people take
Jim
it like
is
to the extreme.
joined. Fuck.
And like they did with
Joins like
Christianity,
halfway through show.
because,
Religion might
oh my
honestly
god,
be like a
he's not a Muslim,
revolutionary thing.
he's an infidel, he should die now. Because he's Christian.
Like an evolutionary. Hold on, I'm muting it. What do you mean by that?
Something that is like
this is written in the Quran.
elephants. They would visit the bones of the dead. You know,
Yeah.
other elephants they knew.
Both
Shit like that.
Bible and Quran
How
are
Neanderthals had, you know, death rituals. How it looked like they had death rituals where they would dress up the dead, spruce it up, and shit like that.
So he's saying that religion, at least in Sam's opinion, is a part of evolution, right?
Might be a part of evolution. It's the dissonance you get with religion might be a part of evolution. It might be like a coping mechanism for dying and shit like that.
Some dude just came up with it and thought, oh hey.
I'm an atheist myself, but this might be a coping mechanism.
Yeah, you were talking to me, by the way.
Yeah, it happens, man. It's a forum. We have like 5 people in here, niggas.
Yeah, but I wasn't done yet talking. I'm getting really frustrated when people talk to me. Because I totally.
Oh man, that's funny shit. Love it.
I got to touch the subject. But yeah, like I said.
Oh man.
Okay. Like I said, the Quran and Bible.
Don't have a conniption, man.
I'm sorry.
He's like
I
he's
didn't know I'm a terrorist.
It's full of and it's true. I dated
Oh man. Oh, I'm fucked up.
But she was a mother once. She even told me this book was full of pious instructions. Like, okay, and you believe that? That's very great.
Hey, man, religion, no matter what, no matter which end you come out on, I think objectively we all can agree is bullshit. Am I right? Hey, Jim, welcome to Anonymous Radio. Yeah, we finally got you into the call. What the fuck is going on? There we go. We finally got you into the... into the call. Hello. We wanted to discuss in the last half hour of our show some of the stuff that Jim's been talking about, and I'd like to get my co-hosts and you, Sir Kermit, in to debate some of these issues. Jim, first off, what do you do, my brother? For people who don't already know.
Well, basically, I've been able to decipher the Indian Act, all the genocides
I'm
gone
just
on.
gonna warn you
And I
guys.
started it back from
This
1763, the Royal Proclamation, which Canada doesn't want to recognize, but it's a valid document. And I worked from there upwards.
keep them level.
And then, while I'm unveiling all that, I was able to unveil a lot of the shit that's going around. They call people who are Canadians, and then of course people who are citizens of different nations or corporations around the world, and it's hideous. So I've basically been debunking this. I've been fighting in courts. I've been having judges leave their courtrooms and trying to make decisions outside. One actually made a decision that because I wasn't there, they had to rule against me. And I said, well, as a beneficiary as the beneficiary of the trust, I definitely was there on both occasions. So what are you talking about?
Great.
And of course they can't answer that, of course, in their own English. So now I'm pushing that even further. I'm not afraid to talk out against courts. I'm not afraid to talk out against the debauchery that's going on. But I draw a lot of strength from all of you, for example, and your experiences. And I take that and I look into it and I try to figure out how I can correlate that to something as a constructive, rather than just talking about things, actually going out and doing things and testing the waters. I'm going to break in on you, Jim, because you can start bringing documents about genocide. We here, this is going to be a little throwback to 2011, 2012, when the Occupy movement has its high times here, like around the rest of the fucking world. We were standing on this field. It's called the Malieveld. It's been given to us by a king back then for the people. That was the idea of the whole fucking field. And he even made this document called the Act of Redemption. And of course, the government was like, yeah, you need to fuck off the field. We looked that up, and it's basically, it comes back to what you just told me. They try to keep it secret from us. But we had the full right to be there and stay there 24/7. Yet some bullshit law affected us. And what about genocides? I don't even want to know what we have done
Nirvana,
actually
man.
in the past. I mean, we had the East Indian company here, so yeah. I've worked with Bombadella in India. Do you know Bombadella? No. Tobacco baron. That dude. And I refuse to deal with them because of the way they treat the people. They talk about fair treatment and stuff like this, but farmers are still getting peanuts for their crop, and workers are sick and not getting proper care. So anybody that supports that, I can't support. Genocide is worldwide. It's been happening for as long as man's been around, right? Yeah. They talk about Germans committing genocide against the Jews, and then actually, when you mentioned that, I found out through something else. The Jews were part of the whole fucking shit, and not Hitler. Okay, that's what I was say before. Okay, they said that the Germans were committing genocide against the Jews. And it's going on for decades in the scenario. And then I find out that the Red Shield, which is the Rothschilds bank, backed Hitler, as well as Ford, as well as Carnegie, as well as Rockefellers. Okay, backed him with product and money. Okay, and there was the Zionist Jewish people. They call them the Zionists. They're the ones that spurred Germany on to doing this. Just like they're the same ones that spurred the Romans to kill Jesus. Okay,
Yeah.
So Jews killed Jews.
Also, I found this out. It's on YouTube. It's called Synagogue of Satan. Look it up. It's fucking long. It's like a 5-hour documentary all about that shit. But I was like, and it goes back from way back. But same with Russia. Do you think it was communist before? Fuck no. No. It became communist because communistic Zionist Jews.
Well, hold on, man. Hold on. How are Russia, by definition, was never really a socialist country. It was only called a socialist country, but
No, folks. I'm gonna break in on this. It was still the Zionist Jews came and make it communist.
okay. Well, that's an interesting take, and I'll take it for the sake of the forum. But by definition of socialism, there's no, at least in my personal opinion, y'all have your own, and you don't have to get defensive about it, but I just don't see that ever being a socialist country. I mean, by definition, but...
It used to be. I had the same point of view as you. But then I found out Russia was never a communist before the fucking Jews wanted to have it.
Oh.
Don't say Jews.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's just... I mean... It seems more like something I would hear, and again, this is just my take on it, whatever, but that just sounds more like something I would hear in a documentary rather than, I don't know, it sounds more like a theory, man. I mean, what do you mean, man? Like, do you have, like...
I can link you the fucking Wikipedia page and all sorts of it.
If you want to go back a bit on that part about Russia, okay? Don't forget, first of all, it was a free for all. It was made of tribes, right? All right. You had the Bolsheviks. You had the
20 minutes out.
I can't remember the name them all. About 15 of them. And of course, you had the
guys. If you have something like, if you want to chime in and say that's fucking bullshit, feel free, because that's the whole point of
Can I troll?
Yeah, you can. Go right ahead, man. I welcome it. Alright. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I'm not, as you can tell, I don't take this shit seriously. Not as seriously, like, everyone has their own fucking version of what they think reality is. I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, whatever. You know? It's all about creating a culture of dissent. It's all about enabling diversity in thought. And that really, to me, is more important than someone's opinion.
Don't forget, they were basically like
diversity in
ourselves
thought.
over here. We had many different nations, many different tribes under different nations.
Yeah.
And Russia was no different, really. Then the Soviet
I'll
Union
have the
became
leader of the
Soviet
Ku
Union,
Klux
because they
Klan on my
basically conquered
show.
those whole
I'll be
areas.
laughing at him with my mic
All
muted,
that
but
there.
why
But
not?
when they came under the Tsars, and it wasn't just Nicholas. Tsar
Fuck
Nicholas
it.
was the last.
That's the whole
And there
point of
there
a
was a streak
forum,
of
man.
before that.
I
What are you
guess.
doing that?
Huh?
So,
What are
you know,
doing
I don't want to
that?
get
No, I
into
said
Russia,
I would.
Russia
I would
right
welcome
now
any extreme,
seems to be
retarded,
walking
stupid
in
fucking point of view on my
world
show.
order.
Whisper
And
Baptist.
the evidence there is that there's
Yeah.
two doctrines.
In a way,
against
my
that now,
show
because
itself is like a troll,
yeah,
man.
kind of
Like, you can't tell
banking
sometimes,
system.
bro.
And you have New World Order, which
I don't
is
know.
Bring
which
on
is the
all
World
of the
Bank.
country's biggest
You get these
pieces
two
of shit.
banking tyrants.
Dude,
were
it would be
giants
great to listen to them
vying
bitch
for
at
the
each
world's
other, dog.
economy. Which
I
one
get
is
the most
better?
communist
I don't know.
motherfucker,
Either is
pretentious
better.
communist
Well,
motherfucker to argue with,
I'm
like,
reading something here on
with, like, I don't know, Trump
I'm
people.
looking at something.
Like, I don't know, I gotta kill the live
okay.
shit, though.